I am Dr. J. Vaughn, also known as the Entrepreneurial, or Mr. Still the Limelight. Sore Thumb Publishing is a pioneer in tailored books, especially as it pertains to language translations. To celebrate Black history, we are proud to present a special language translation in Ebonics. Yes, I did say Ebonics. And before you scoff at the idea of Ebonics translated books, let's do a brief overview. The word Ebonics was originally coined in 1973 by Dr. Robert Williams and was adopted by a group of Black scholars at a National Institutes of Health sponsored conference. However, social and political views have stalled national acceptance. Despite the stigma, Ebonics has maintained a presence in the academic world through scholarly research and publications. There, it is known as African American Vernacular English, Black English, Non-Standard English, and several other names with references to English. So, what exactly is Ebonics? Ebonics is incorrect English. Now let that sink in. You've heard this before, right? Well, I will be the first to tell you that statement is fake news. It's probably best to state what Ebonics is not. So, for those who don't know, Ebonics is not incorrect English. In fact, Ebonics is not English because Ebonics is a separate language. Now let that sink in. Let me clarify. Ebonics and English share many words in the same fashion that English shares many words with French or German. However, just like any other language, there are native words with native meanings. The most common example is the word bad, which in Ebonics means positive to the extreme. But what about word sounds? Well, of course there are differences. You can tell what language a person is speaking simply from their sounds. The same holds true for Ebonics. For example, in Ebonics, you articulate bath opposed to bath, both opposed to both, screet opposed to street, or stow opposed to store. From an etymological standpoint, Ebonics is the mother tongue of many Black Americans and is usually the first language they learn. The scholarly evidence demonstrates that the majority of Black Americans have maintained the morphosyntax and phonology of the Niger-Congo African system of language. Translated, word formation and predictable rules for grammar, and the system of sounds for Ebonics is genetically African. Hence, Ebonics is a combination of ebony, which means black, and phonics, which means sound. So, it literally translates to black sounds. And further defined by Dr. Williams, Ebonics represents the communicative competence of West African, Caribbean, and United States slave descendants of African origin. Translated, Ebonics is the linguistic continuation of Africa in Black America. Therefore, Ebonics is not an uneducated dialect of English. It's a Neo-African language that is a dialect of the Niger-Congo African system. Now, this isn't new information. In 1996, history was made when the Oakland Unified School District declared it as a second language, and the Linguistic Society of America expanded that declaration by stating that characterizing Ebonics as slang, lazy, ungrammatical, or broken English are incorrect and demeaning. So, in closing, if someone says you are talking black, simply appreciate the compliment. Sore thumb or sore thumb, it's all the same. Just keep dreaming, just keep thumbing, and we'll make sure you stick out like a sore thumb, of course.